Hi everyone, welcome back to UKSM. You've got Laura, aka Chrometails, taking over, and I'll be taking you through the next 3 runs of lots of excitement. So coming up next, it is Feral with his reverse boss order run. Now, for anyone who saw him last year at UKSM with the rotation, I can promise you it is the right way around this time, everybody. You'll be able to see the game. It will make more sense. So, chat if you are there. Please get in touch, questions, you name it. Kip already says good luck Feral, thank you for that. Donations, you currently, lovely chat, are voting to kill the animals. You are so lovely, all of you, truly. But plenty of time to save them, plenty of time to make sure they die. You take the pick, get the donations in. Again, questions, all your good luck messages, we will tell Feral throughout the run. And if everybody's ready, since we've actually got lots of us in the studio, I think we should have a good old countdown. Everyone ready? After you, Feral.
3, 2, 1.
No clap. Yeah. It's on the chair, not couch. Behind me is. Do you want to guys introduce yourselves?
Behemoth. ICD. CC.
And yeah, Laura announcing. This is Super Metroid Reverse Boss Order, which is probably arguably the most difficult category you can do in this game. There's 3 types you can do. You can do Early Meridia, which is the easiest. You can do the double Norfair visit, which is what I'm doing, and single Norfair visit, which is not marathon safe at all. So.
Feral, just quickly, really important message for you from Andrew with a double W. Can I donate to kill Feral? No, you cannot.
Go for it. It's for charity.
Lots of other people wishing you good luck as well.
Message me through stuff.
Rumble Minzy, apologies if I said that wrong, says,
Rumble
I hope
Minz.
you don't try and skip Prey.
Do a sweet numb.
Yeah, in my second to last PB, or was it my actual PB? I forgot Courage, and I got to G4. There's a hilarious clip of it where I got to G4 and got a gold split, and I was like, where did I save this time? And yeah, I forgot Courage, so, which is the last boss. So yeah, this is reverse boss order. I'll be doing the 4 major bosses, except Mother Brain, in reverse intended order. So normally you would do Kraid, then Phantoon, then Dragon, then Ridley as intended boss order. But I'll be doing Ridley first, which involves a lot of hell runs and it's quite tricky. Then Dragon, which is suitless Meridia. And then Phantoon, and then Kraid. And then finish the game as normal. That was series, which is the same on every category that does it. You just escape. You ideally want a 45 seconds or above, but 44 is fine.
Yeah, nearly every category starts off exactly the same. You've got to do series. You've got to get Morph Ball. You've got to get the first pack of missiles, and you've got to get bombs.
Yeah, so it's like 6.5 minutes is the same on each, and then we'll take a little diversion. There's a trick called Moonfall, which we discovered about a year ago now, where if you moonwalk backwards off a ledge and jump, the game ignores your fall speed cap, so you just fall infinitely faster until you reach a certain speed that you can't hit anywhere. There's no rooms that you can reach that speed, and then it resets back to 0.
Yeah, it's got the advantage if you're going that quick that you can also just clip straight through one tile wide blocks, which is why you completely missed that bottom ledge in the shaft.
Yeah. Basically, you're going so fast that the game starts skipping frames and draws Samus. The gap between when the game draws Samus gets further and further apart, so you can skip platforms. You can skip doors, technically, which I did when I was running rotation. That's a unique reverse construction zone that I think I'm the only one that does it. TAS does it, obviously. It's like 2 frames slower or something, but I find it swag, so I do it. Oh, bang the door, that's not good. Okay, that was a little recovery. I wasn't supposed to bonk the door there, but it's fine. This is the climb.
Yeah, so when I do RBO, I'll take it really safe, go back down the blue brimstone and get the energy tank out the ceiling. That's because I'm a wimp.
That was a bit sloppy. So you want to get up that room in about 12 seconds. That's probably one of the big barriers to new starters, is that room. Some people do a ledge grab climb, which they find easier, and there's very little time difference between them. Now we'll come up to the first trick, which is BT skip.
Runs on quick reset.
Unfortunately, I missed it. That's one of the questions a lot of new people ask, is why don't you do BT skip? It's actually humanly impossible in this version.
Be nice if Farrell didn't like pick up all those missiles straight away. It's just so you can finish off BT a little bit faster. Oh, you got lucky with the drops there as well.
Yeah, I didn't think I picked any up. And you also saw me space my missiles apart there, because BT has iframes. This is weird playing with no volume. Is there volume on this TV?
Uh-oh.
That's the wrong button. That's clearly the wrong button.
Oh no!
Can't see.
There, yeah.
Just the volume button, change the channel. My TV does that.
Yeah, so what happened there? Can't creep behind me. Turn the TV over channel.
The saboteur.
I assume
what
the
does the
capture was
channel
fine.
button do?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's the volume button.
Yeah, what we failed to mention to Farrell was that there was a hidden incentive we didn't tell him about. That was intermittent blind.
Yeah, this is like the mock ball. This is pretty much when people talk of like speedrunning Super Metroid. Like that's the thing that sort of comes to my mind.
This is the first route diversion compared to other route categories. I'm going to deboost back here and collect the reserve tank in this room. And you'll sometimes see me turn around when I'm hitting items there. That's to extend Samus's hitbox.
Yeah, the hitbox on the back is slightly, it reaches further out than the hitbox on the front.
It's because she's got a big badonkadonk.
And that was the reverse mock ball, which is pretty difficult.
Yeah, the first part of this run is going to be a fair bit of item collection, but not too much. So he's gonna want to get like your standard items, like your charge beam, but he's also going to want to get power bombs, so he can pick up some more super missiles. So he's going to be doing some interesting things with power bombs later.
Yeah, and luckily there's like a minute with the route I'm doing. There's a little hell run in the middle to make things interesting. You'll see what I mean when I get to Lower Norfair in about a minute's time. 2 minutes.
Yeah, you just got to remember, like all the time that Ferrell's going to be in Norfair, he's taking damage constantly because he's not wearing Samus's nice red swimsuit. Nice.
I jumped a bit too high there. You want to jump low in the door to fix the transition.
Yeah, Jack's not going to be happy.
Yeah. So this game, when you enter doors, you want to line up the doors to the center of the room, the next room. So you'll see when I enter rooms, the door moves vertically, up and down. You want to try and minimize that as much as possible because it wastes time.
Oh, you are picking up sprays, good lad.
Yeah, you need it. Well, you don't need it. But
No.
it makes
it
really
easier.
easier. But I won't use this for pretty much the whole first half of the run.
Yeah, I just think as when you've got Ice Beam as well, each charge shot's going to do the same amount of damage as one super.
You can use Ice Wave Spazer on the Ridley fight as well, but I do a different one involving X Factors. Ooh, didn't shoot.
You're going to make a safety save now.
I've got a few backup saves. This is the first, what you call difficult part of the run, or it's not difficult, but it's the first place where you could die. I'm going to collect high jump first. Weave through them blocks there.
Just like remind you, you've still got supers
Yeah.
selected.
Okay. I also have no audio on this TV, so I'm kind of predicting when the item fanfare ends, and it might make Ridley a little more difficult, but it should be fine.
Because isn't 100% for that rapture.
Now we're gonna actually get 30 missiles. There's a specific reason for that. It's during the Golden Chorizo fight later on. If you collect more than 30 missiles, he does a different attack that we want to avoid.
Yeah, he turns into Guile and starts throwing sonic booms at you.
And I didn't refill my health, so I have to do it.
Nice super drop.
5, 10, 30. I was supposed to refill my health with a reserve, but double super drop.
Oh, your ammo's good.
It's on what? 50, 55. I basically need full reserve tank here. I should get mostly health now.
Or nothing.
60, yeah.
Soldier.
70, 80, 85. Give me a large health. Yes, right, when we're off. So you're supposed to go up and refill your health.
Um,
Yeah, we might die here. Might be dead. Yeah. Dead. Ah.
Right, this is now segmented.
So I predicted that. So I did make backup saves. Yeah, one mistake there and you're pretty much dead. I almost made it if I didn't miss that jump. That's one death. I predicted earlier that I'd have 5. So we'll see. Luckily this save has the reserve tank full because I did it properly in my save. Again. This is slightly better.
Nice.
Yeah, should be good.
I think that dragon's going to hit you as you... Oh, no.
Okay. It's not over yet. There's a little bit more. But 70 is a good amount to have. Okay, we're good. So yeah, that's the first section of this little hell run. As you can see, you can't really make mistakes. And I want to try and get full health here. Or guess when full health is. I'll do one more. No. Okay. So now we're going to run down and get the speed booster. Now I'm going to use a super to open this door, and that's because the health and missile drops are in the same pool of drops, if that makes sense. So if you're full on missiles, you're not going to get any missiles drops, so you're more likely to get health drops. Your chance of getting health increases, but supers and power bombs are in their own pool, so if I use a super there, that's not going to affect my chances of getting health.
Yeah, you sort of lose your speed echoes as well because...
Yeah, I'm going to trigger reserve, but that's fine.
Guys, just a quick one. I'm hoping you guys can, on the couch, can help us settle a bit of a debate in chat. Is Kip single? It has been thrown out to the couch to decide, and since there's 5 of you, including
Yes.
Feral, we can get a definitive answer.
Yes.
Feral?
Sure.
Behemoth?
Right, I'll do one more.
ICD?
No, one more.
Probably.
CC?
Right, so...
I'm gonna say no, he's a lady.
There you go. Hope that settles the dispute, everybody.
I'm going to get a bit of health there just to make this bit a bit safer. This is the second half of the hell run. Don't jump over these missiles like I did in my practice run. Well, when I was making saves, it wasn't really a practice run. That's always risky. This is kind of more difficult than the other part because there's some spikes here that I'm going to jump on, and I need to jump right at the edge of the platform. Hit it. I'm actually going to manually trigger my reserves here. Okay, that should be good.
Should get back in with about 6.
Yeah. That's a good amount. I need about just under 50, I think it is, for the next part.
Yeah. So he's also got to pick up one of the most important tools of RBO, and Crocomire guards it. People call it the grapple beam, but it's
So I
not.
want to get. Yeah.
It's the farming tool.
I can't remember how much health I need here, so just. I don't think I need anywhere near that much. I thought about doing a little swag strat then. But you can fire a super and deboost as you're exiting the door, but this is fine. So this is Crocomire. He's a boss you don't often see in Super Metroid runs.
David, can you explain a bit better how his health works, because I can't remember. Yeah.
So he doesn't have a health bar, he just moves back, and how many steps back he takes depends on how much damage you do to him. Okay. I need about 20 health here. Okay, yeah. That's fine, it's all good.
You do need some volume. Wrap around.
Oh yeah.
Is there a remote for
this
this
wrap
TV?
around?
And I'm just
Press the
guessing when
volume
this
button,
is.
change channels.
I could just.
Yeah, you can do it.
Well, I know if I've got the right pixels, so I should.
Yeah.
The positioning of it, you can get it.
Yeah.
But like
I'll
the
know
one
if I've
you-
got the right
It's
pixels.
nice to have that sound cue.
you need the
This is
sound
weird
bar.
playing with no volume.
I don't think you did that one.
That's not good! Yeah.
Yo, nice back.
That was intended. There's a little heated room here. I'm not sure why it's heated. Because none of the other rooms around here are. That's the first power bomb pack. We're going to get 4, I think.
We're doing 30, 25, 20. No.
Oops. I can't remember how many I
what your ammo
get.
count is now.
Yeah. I don't know which ones I get. I jumped way too high there. And grapple, so I guess I'm about a minute behind or something, 2 minutes, just whatever that death was. Wasn't too costly. Swaggy smoke ball in the game. There we go.
Oh baby. Yeah, grapple beam's stupidly useful in this. It's going to need it to traverse Meridia later, and it's also got like a dual purpose against enemies where you can not only kill them but also pick up whatever they drop as well. Oh, hey, we've got sexy sax man outside.
UKSM jazz solo.
Nice.
So a little hell in here. This isn't dangerous, this part.
Famous last words.
Oh yeah, you can fall down the last bit.
Yeah.
We'll hope that doesn't happen.
It's pretty much like 2 hill runs on the trot. Or you skip an ice till later.
Yeah. Ah, that was perfect. Yeah, I'll get ice later.
Okay.
Was the route I do.
So now it's just going to be a little bit of item collection. Get some more energy tanks, some more supers, and more importantly, some more power bombs.
Yeah, this whole section is just purely item collection now for about 5 to 10 minutes. Unfortunately, that's probably a good reason why a lot of people don't run RBO as well as the difficulty. Is it's just a lot of backtracking and item collection, unless you do the single Norfair route. I've got plenty of health here, so I'm going to go for a trick called Alpha Spark.
That was nearly too high.
Yeah.
It's also worth noting as well, there was an older route where they used to pick up X-ray, and it was only used to really sort of escape Dragon's room a lot later in the run, but there's lots of things now set in place where you don't even need to pick it up. I'd like to thank Foosda for sort of pioneering how to use grapple beam correctly in Meridia.
Lots of good power bombs. I'll do a little mock ball here to avoid these guys. I'll just wait for them to die.
Farrell, if it's okay, we just have a donation here to read for everybody. It is from Kip, who donates £20. I'm guessing we resolved the whole "are we single" issue. And the message says, "Saving the animals is embarrassing." Thank you very
Thank you,
much,
Kip.
everybody.
Shout outs to Kit, one of the best in Metroid speedrunners.
But Kip didn't answer the question, so... That was my knee again.
So we're going to collect a lot of E-tanks, supers, power bombs here. Yeah, so short charging, I'm doing I do free stutter, free tap short charges. You only really need a 1 tap or 2 tap to get through the entire game as a speedrun. But every runner has different preferences for what kind of short charge they like to do. the game only checks if you're running on 4 frames. So there I did a double stall one time. No!
You're a little bit too far.
Let's do that again. There we go. I probably didn't have enough run speed. That's actually a pretty difficult trick. You have to deboost off that first blob. I don't know his name.
Ronald.
Shoot. I'm just listening to the saxophone. I don't know if you can hear that on chat, but there's a saxophone going in the background and it's pretty cool. So I'm actually pretty rusty at this category. So I'm going to go and get Gauntlet E-Tank here, which is a really nice safety that doesn't take long to get.
Yeah, I was also going to say to you, I don't think you'd be able to do both sparks with the health that you've got.
Yeah, I was thinking about it, and then I thought even if I miss wraparound. So.
I don't even know if you get it, really. No idea.
Ready for all those returning to UKSM this year, we have upgraded Dave, if everyone remembers Dave from last year, to a saxophone. Makes for much more pleasant listening.
Dave, get out the car!
Shout outs to Dave.
Get in the car, Dave.
So that's 15 power bombs. So we're probably going to end up with 20 or 25, depends on if I need to collect the ones in low enough air. So I'm going to have to make sure I get this pixel now. There we go. That should have got it.
I'm clapping, you get it.
Right. We're going for it again, we're not. We're not. I swore I had the pixel then.
You're a bit low. Oh no, you went a bit high. You did the
There we go.
just the wave beam shot instead of laser spray.
Oh, I have Spazer.
Yeah.
So yeah. I should have gone for Sex Master then. That's fine. See, refilling the shit was a good idea. I've got a generous estimate for this.
So what's Sex Master?
Yes, the
Apart
Sex...
from Kip.
Sex Master Spark is a little spark you can do here where you you do a really short charge and clear out the blocks underneath and then spark through this whole section, which saves a lot of time. Do I have 20 missiles? Is that right?
So I can think of some on the way.
That's at least 20, 25 should be fine if I want to make sure I don't go to 30. I never explained the wraparound either. The wraparound is what I attempt to do there. You use a specific position and an audio cue to open the door. Your shot basically wraps around the screen and then hits the door from the other side. I did the setup for using Wave, and Spazer is slightly different.
Yeah, there's not a lot in it, but after doing like so much 100%, you used to do it with Spazer on until Cop Power sort of worked out you don't need it at all.
Yeah, and Behemoth has a different strat there as well, where he jumps. I don't know if that's with Wave or...
That's because he hasn't got
Well, that was nearly jump.
Behemoth is special when it comes around to controller configurations.
Yeah, so we never really talked about that. Every Super Metroid speedrunner has their own controller preferences because you can change the control scheme in the menu. So you can basically, other than the angle buttons, map any button to anything you want.
What does your L and R button do again?
L is switch and R is look up.
Oops.
Yeah, that's the whole reason why he's got to do the jump, because he's got an angle down.
So I use default with item select and item cancel switched around.
I
guess
use
do
one
get
that
25.
breaks people's brains.
Default.
No, nowhere near it. Well, sort of. The only button that's exactly the same as shoot.
The default controls have item select on select, which is one of the most commonly used functions.
Yeah, Chronic Source and Epic are the only two that I can really think that used default controls all the way through.
So I laid a power bomb there in a specific position to open this.
No, it's got a dual
And the door.
purpose. Yeah. Are you going to turn into Tom Cruise? No.
I forgot to even shoot the guy at the start anyway. That was pointless because I'm there already. I'm not at all rusty on this category.
There you go.
So you have to be in a specific position to... Well, there's quite a few positions you can use.
Yeah, as long as you've got to scroll the screen ever so slightly, just so it like scrolls the super missile block. You can't really see it, but from the way you've scrolled it, it's there. Because if you just tried shooting a super missile through there and you hadn't set up the screen, it wouldn't do anything.
And we've got one more item to get, I think. Oh, two. I need this.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you see that door is already open. I messed up the transition. So that power bomb I laid earlier, I just opened that door so I can just shoot it with a... That's normally a power bomb door. So this E-tank, and then the E-tank at the bottom, and then we're good. And we're gonna go to low and offer then. Which is the most fun part of the run. Even though it's difficult, I find it the most fun.
I normally find it the other way. I really enjoy Meridia. Hate Norfair.
And normally you're supposed to leave them missiles until later. It's like quicker to collect them now. Those missiles to the left there.
Okay, now you may be thinking to yourself, he hasn't got gravity. How's he going to get through these speed booster blocks? What's he going to do? Well, this was what he's doing here. It's sparking like just on the floors through the water to break the blocks, and that was also the first ever puzzle that was made for Super Metroid, which was collect that energy tank without gravity suit.
Was it?
Yeah.
Cool. I didn't know that. So here I'm pumping every up and down animation I do, or every arm pump moves Samus forward 1 pixel. So in certain rooms that can make quite a big difference.
I really want that sax to start playing the Lower Norfair tune as you get there.
Errol,
Does he take requests?
I have
Yes.
found a silver lining to your death for you. Provided by Kip.
Uh-oh.
At least if Ferrell now goes and dies to Ridley, the saxophone player can give us some blues.
Oh.
Oh, wait, no. So what's this trick called?
Blockbuster.
Yes.
Yeah, you got it. It's a lot harder than what he just made it look.
Called as first try.
Yes, you need to run across that ledge and then stop your run speed at a specific position. I didn't mean to jump here.
It's like the soundtrack to Lethal Weapon, isn't it? just expecting Mel Gibson and Danny Glover to come busting through the door. Too old for his wigs. Go suck an egg.
So yeah, now we're coming up to the hell runs, which is as soon as I enter the first hell run room, I'm going to be constantly taking damage for about more than 10 minutes, I think. I don't actually know how long it is. I'm expecting to die like 3 or 4 times here. That's fine. Oh, yeah. I forgot I had 25. I think I only need 20, but I got extra. Now I'm going to fill up my ammo here. And we have exactly what I want.
No,
oh no!
no.
Oh, I got extra!
It's alright, before you go in, just burn
I'll just
5
burn
missiles.
5, yeah. Yeah, let's try for that. Oh, I got it.
Not turning speed booster.
Oh yeah.
Do it now.
And Spazer and Speed Booster. Let's play Metroid reverse boss order. So yeah, I'm gonna just constantly be taking damage now. Until I get out of low and orphan, basically. I do a weird lava dive set here.
Yeah. And this is like the whole reason. Turned speed booster off.
Yeah, so if you turn speed booster off, you bounce underwater. Now turn that back on.
Well,
leave Spazer off.
Yeah, not really so much that. It's the main jump into the lava. It sort of messes you up a little bit. Just makes like some of the underwater jumps a bit, or the under lava jumps a bit strange. So this is the first crystal flash. Some people think it's a glitch, but they've never sat through the intro of the game and seen it. It takes 10 missiles, 10 supers, and 11 power bombs to do. But what it does, it refills like all of your health and some of your sub tank, depending on. Oh,
That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Let's refill these here.
Yeah, but the as you can see, like the crystal flash is very important for reverse boss order, just because of the amount of damage you're going to be taking constantly in Norfair. But there's also, it's got another purpose as well, like a little bit later in the run, which...
Get it! And one more, should be good.
Yeah. And you see he's using like the grapple beam as well to pick everything up. Which is why it's such like a vital tool for this.
19 should be fine, I'll just go on that.
Yeah.
And collect screw attack, then I'm going to refill my health, and then we'll come up to the Golden Teresa fight. And we're going to use a little trick to defeat him. Hopefully, if I get the position correct.
I just remembered your crystal flash, so you don't need to burn any missiles.
Oh yeah. Well, I'll have to if I collect some during.
Yeah.
So we're going to go and collect the super missile up here first. No!
No, maybe we'll get it later.
Yeah, we're going to just leave it. No!
Okay.
Right, so I might have to skip the farming here, but we should be fine.
So also where Feral's currently sitting is like the safest place to be for this fight. It might look a bit daunting, but it's not. There you go. There's the sonic booms I was talking about.
Will I die? Okay.
Refill and come back for him.
So, that went well, but we survived. So yeah, I'm gonna have to refill here and then go back and get the super missile pack that I was meant to get, and then refill again, and then we're fine.
Yeah, you're still gonna have to do a little bit of farming at the top though. Get that super count back
Yeah,
up.
normally I refill my supers there. That's what I was supposed to do. But we didn't die, so that's the most important thing. You have to go in this room, I think, to get up here.
Yeah.
I shouldn't need to refill, but I'll do it anyway. And my reserves are empty, which might pose a problem.
Yeah, there's a really cool visual reference for running and jumping out of there, like the two little bits in the foreground. If you line Samus's feet up with there, you just like run through the door and jump. Most of the time it works, unless you're an idiot like me and forget to jump.
So I'll have to do 2 more farms, and then refill. I just have to remember I don't have a reserve, but I did pick up Gauntlet E-Tanks, so we should be fine. I actually don't need to do this. I could refill and then farm. I know what I'm doing. There we go. It's going well.
Just going to be super safe.
Yeah. If I don't die, I'm pretty happy with that. That might be a little to the left. I know we're good.
Oh, he just got hit.
Did I?
Yeah.
No! Okay. I might die. No, we should be fine. I think this takes about the same health. That might be bad.
You should be fine getting to Firefly. Yeah, he just shot that space pirate there just to stop him from
Yeah, we're fine.
shooting at him. It's just a nice little minute.
Just play extra safe. And we get the sea tank to refill our health again.
Yeah, I've got the added bonus of also getting power bombs from these guys. Okay, so this is like all this area here is arguably like some of the hardest part of the run. Wrong moves really do cost you.
Yeah, anything in low enough does a lot of damage to you. And usually I have a reserve at this point, which I don't because energy tanks and just do this like this. I might actually.
Yeah.
Because after I use Crystal Flash, I'm going to have nothing. So we'll get this. Probably wasted about 15 seconds. Probably not even that.
Okay, try that again, everyone. If it's okay, well, just to remind everyone, we are still on course to be killing all the animals. Uh-huh. Which, on the topic of animals, brings us to the next thing, the upcoming Breath of the Wild run. We have a nameless horse, everybody.
Oh, easy, yeah.
£5 minimum donation, send us the names of your
I'm
horses.
gonna die. Let's just go with it, yeah.
Optimal, crystal flesh, but
Let's just go with it.
the farm tool works again. Depending on what these drops you might. Yeah, another one and then farm for another minute.
I don't have enough power bombs.
Oh,
It's fine. Let's just get 25 supers and just roll with it. I don't. That's not helping though.
You just got a power bomb. Oh, you want an X Factor as well, don't you?
Yeah.
You can always reset the room.
I've got a backup save, so. Okay, well, let's just. Yeah. I don't have enough health, I don't think. When's he done that pattern before? Oh yeah, I don't have hammer now. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Right. That's death number 2. Really need that one.
It was got a lot of good looks in chat, but I decided I wasn't going to jinx it. So yeah, okay, everybody.
It's fine. I predicted this. They should have pretty much the same health, and except my reserve is full, obviously. And we only have 30 missiles now.
Yeah, so Ridley's a bit of a dick.
Yeah. He did a pattern there that I've never seen before, where he came forward. I don't know if my movement was slightly off. I can die a couple of times here and still make estimates. He's not! Yeah. Fine. Don't panic.
So you got reserve this time as well.
Yeah. Why does it do that?
Nice curve missile.
There we go.
Oh, nice super drops.
And I have spares equipped for some reason.
Hey, nice bath.
Oh my god. We're like a few feet forward from last time. So.
Oh.
Sorry for being bad, chat. So you can see why this is probably the most difficult category.
I know a lot of people that find it a very daunting one to try. Like, you can be as safe as you want with it.
Especially in a marathon setting where you can't really reset or anything.
Yeah. Safety saves are your friend.
Health is actually good because my health should slowly rise if I get large energies.
Feral, question for you and your couch, whoever wants this one. Why is RBO such a difficult category?
This. No, it's mainly it's the way you've got to manage everything. You've got to manage it a lot better than you have with like any percent. Especially like health, you've got to give yourself like a schedule as well for crystal flashes and. Uh oh.
Yeah, I'm dead. Step number 3. That one.
Yeah,
It's fine if I can get into the room without getting damage. The really fight isn't too bad with.
yeah, it's once you get past Lower Norfair, it's pretty much plain sailing.
Yeah.
That was a water reference.
There's a pretty interesting. There's a pretty interesting Meridia section. It's not difficult per se. It's just you know what you're doing. Just utilizes a few glitches to get out of Dragon's room. Well, 2 more attempts and then we'll just pretend we beat him.
Oh yeah, to answer your question on why Blue Suit disappeared. You're leaving it a bit late before you storing that trying. Just because of the damage you're constantly taking. Remember you lose your echoes.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
That's slightly better. You try and spark at a certain point there to stop them moving, but it's fine. Right, let's play this room extra safe. That's fine, that's fine. No! No, okay. This is much better, because now I just need to farm up my supers and... Except these guys take longer to respawn.
Nice drops.
Yes. One more. Perfect. Right. Now we should be fine. I'm gonna die out.
Nice.
Chicago. Here we go. He's dead. Should I risk the jump?
Remember you missed a super.
There we go.
There we go. However, health is still getting drained. I'm sure.
That's why you reduce it.
Nice.
And we're safe. Yeah, so I abused a little thing like pause abuse, they call it. When you pause, even at 0 health, you cannot die. So I paused at 0. And normally you'd jump into Ridley's arms, but he can sometimes be a bit annoying at that. So I need to refill my supers here. And power bombs.
Ferro does for you, lots of support. Yes, GDs, woo! And there's probably a lot of size and relief in there, but thank you, chat. Ferrell will appreciate that. So that's Forzon, Slutters, 27, Kip, Andrew, and there's probably a couple of others in there as well.
Yo, the crew. All of those guys are really good RBO runners. I think they all have PBs. Better than me. I don't really run this category, but I thought it'd be an interesting submission. Actually, we're good. No, I need missiles. I think these drop more. Okay, this is bad.
Oh,
There we go.
10.
We only need 10. And we need a few more power bombs than 10, but... We can crystal flash in this room if we need to. Just gonna play it safe.
Remember, you haven't got a reserve either, so I think
Let's just do it here. About there. Yeah, should be good. Okay.
Question for you, Ferrell. Are we going to see Plasma or Kraid in this run?
Yeah, so I was saying earlier I forgot Kraid in one run, and then in the next run I forgot Plasma. The good thing about Screw Attack here is this escape really isn't that bad. It's fine, just do this. And this is one of the hardest rooms in any percent, especially if you do new route. But in this, it's really easy. You just wait out this lava rising. And then kill these with Screw Attack. And you want to really kill them as well because they have lag. The more enemies that are on screen, the more lag this game has. So quite often you'll see me trying to kill enemies just to reduce lag.
Yeah, so before he goes to Meridia, he's going to have to do a little bit of farming. He needs to get the ammo counts back up for a very critical crystal flash.
This is good movement on my part. Yes, I'm going to farm here all my missiles and supers. And health. You'll see me laying bombs, that's because it's a little bit quicker. Because the bomb has a bigger radius, so I don't really know why, but it is. Alright, so we're full on, yeah, because I only have 30 on this save. So we're just going to fill up health for Botwoon because he can be a jerk sometimes.
And you've got a mini hill run to do as well.
Yep, to ice. Luckily, once you fill on ammo, health refills pretty quickly. That should be fine now. What's gone wrong on the run? Wrong on the run. Let's just get to full. That's great. Let's get that. And then I want to also fill power bombs, which is quicker to do it in this room because these have a guaranteed drop of power bombs. So I'll farm this room a few times and then we'll head to the next interesting part of the run, which is Suitless Meridia. Nice. Do I need to do one more? No. Oh, we're here now.
Do it for luck. Do
Yeah.
it for luck.
I might even be able to do 2 crystal flashes and drag on if I need to. I've got that much.
Just screw attack.
Oh yeah.
All he has to do is jump.
Oh well. Right, don't forget ice. I'm not forgetting anything this round.
Go left.
Yeah. Okay, whatever. I normally try and kill them and then deboost off it, but I have a different beam combination to what I'm used to. And I'll turn the spacer back on the elevator.
There's also got a pretty cool trick that he's going to do for the entrance to Meridia. It's like a pseudo gravity jump. I'll explain it a little bit better as soon as he gets to it.
Yeah, and that was the ice escape. Basically, just keep your speed, not balling out. If you pause during down elevators, you actually save about 40 frames because it cuts off the animation sooner, but it doesn't on up elevators. So hopefully I can get this.
There we go. So if it was to have done like an early Meridia trip, it's a bit more of a pain to get through this first room. Here's the one part of Meridia I hate, and that's this fish and this crab. Oh.
Yeah, I need to wait for him to go round now.
So the quickest way is to wait for that to freeze that fish on the left, but it's a lot.
Yeah.
Crab's gonna hit you.
I think that's too high.
No, it should be okay.
Oh, come on! That's too far to the left. I'm not even going to try. Ah! Yeah, this is a stupid trick.
Unfortunately, it's the only way we can access the rest of Meridia.
There we go.
Yeah.
Remember, don't kill this crab.
So you have to down grab to get that. It's a really tight jump.
So apart from the...
Just for the couch's benefit, Jack879 is in chat and says,
Oh,
my
God.
boys are hard at work.
Ask my nephew why he's not doing his homework. So yeah, this is another reason why grapple beam is the king. Like you need, unless you've got the powers of a TAS, you won't be able to traverse any of Meridia without it.
Yeah, some of these rooms can be pretty difficult. I need power bombs first. So yeah, we're gonna do a little trick here to get up, because I need to be. There's a door right above me here. I need to get to that. So we're gonna do a little dance together.
And that's grapple jumps. He's doing a much more difficult one to get out of Dragon. So it's basically like confusing the game, making the game think for like a frame that you're standing on solid ground. That's the only like real way I can describe it. I know ED's probably currently sitting in chat arguing at me.
Sorry, go far. I typed out.
Yeah. He's also got to lure that Metroid down so he can clip through him.
Yeah, so that's the ice clip there. You're basically extending your hitbox above the platform so you can jump through it. I don't have an audio cue here, so...
Dim, 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 dim. How did that work?
6.
No,
2 more.
9. One more.
There we go. That wasn't too bad.
Yeah, I mean you can be really safe because you've got displays of waving ice. Like 10 charge shots from that will kill him as well. But he is obviously a lot quicker to use supers.
Yeah, if you stay in the corner where I did, he doesn't hit you in the second half of his animation, whatever you call it.
There's the unavoidable E-tank.
Which is quite handy for this.
Yeah.
Some really tight jumps here.
Yeah. They're really hard if you've still got high jump on. But Phil's getting through it, no problems.
You do not want to fall into the sand there, as I found out. Right, here we go. Closer. Let's just farm.
Yeah.
So we're farming up partly for ammo, but you need crystal flash or Dragon. Ideally 2 crystal flashes. Or you need to be able to do 2 crystal flashes in case you need to refill after the fight. Oh, I'm full. One I didn't. And the fight's quite an interesting. It's not straightforward because we're gonna. Well, I'll explain it when we get there. Oh god. Should be fine. Just have to wait for this guy to unfreeze. That was a bit early then. There we go. And then get out of water, and we're good. And this room can be a pain as well. Get up there, there we go. That's fine. Ooh, nearly. So I was trying to deboost onto the platform there. Let's do the backup. Nope. And you do not want to turn around in sand. That can be bad.
There we go.
I don't want to kill these guys. I'm just going to let them drain my health. A little bit early then, but that's fine.
You saw it just takes some damage off the turret.
Yeah, that's what.
I remember you got a full reserve.
Yep. Yeah, so this is the Dragon fight, and it's quite an interesting one. Where do I begin? First of all, I'm going to damage myself down. There we go.
Okay.
To crystal flash level, and then I'm gonna wait for Dragon, and I'm gonna
just wait for that audio cue. Oh,
I'm gonna get grabbed. First try.
There we go. Nice. So
there we go. Now I've got a flash suit. Now I want to get grabbed again.
nice.
There we go. Perfect.
Right, so that's the quick version of killing Dragon. Now he's got a blue suit stored, so the flash suit he wouldn't have been able to have done this trick to escape in a minute.
I think you can do it, but it's really difficult. You got to do a little walk.
Every
and-
time you press jump, you're gonna shine spark.
Yeah, but you do a little walk first. I'm sure I've seen it. But anyway,
Was it on Saturn's task point?
yes. So yeah, we're gonna get space jump, and then you see the echoes behind me. This is blue suit. It's not blue because I'm suitless. It's just the way it works. But it functions the same as blue suit. Now I'm gonna do a nasty trick here, which is just awful.
Again, I'd like to thank Thursday for. There you go. You're up.
First try, right. That is actually one of the hardest tricks of reverse boss order. It is really difficult. And then there.
Yep.
Yes. Right, we're out. So that went perfectly. I'm just gonna go up here and space jump out. I was supposed to do a quick grapple. Thank you, Dingus.
Yeah, the dragon fight in RBO is one of my favourites. Yeah, Thursday, they helped me a lot with that, especially like fixing the grapple points and actually escaping the room.
Yeah, it can go horribly wrong, that fight.
Like the old route, you had to get X-ray. You had to you still got flash suit, but you had to get X-ray and X-ray climb out of there, which is tedious. It's not overly difficult, but it's time lost collecting X-ray, and you've also got to pay attention to the map.
A lot of GGs in chat for you, Feral there.
Thank
Jack
you.
says, good job us, but also a lot of shout outs.
Yeah, Fuzza was one of the guys that like pioneered RBO a lot of these routes and strats, and he has a really good tutorial on it if anyone dares attempt to do this. Fuzza has a really good tutorial on this. You've got it. I've not really been watching my health, but it's fine.
Yeah, you got enough.
So remember Plasma. I think it's my current PB that forgets Plasma.
You gonna plasma kill Fantoon or just Doppler?
Probably Plasma.
So you're tiny.
Feral, sorry, I really kind of want to jump in on you here. Ozza2 has done it. £150, everybody!
Thank you.
Which means, if my maths is right, and usually is, but today will be the day it's not, that puts us at £11.50 away from that 1500 mark. We've still got 4 hours roughly to go.
Pirates
It is
alive.
so doable.
You froze him in the air.
But the Ozza2
Okay.
message says, just a quick
Yeah.
reminder.
Oh, there.
Try that again, everyone. Just a quick reminder that we have official UKSM shirts available at store.uksmlive.com. Also, save the animals, because why not? So just to remind you now, for the incentive, that now puts Save the Animals in the lead by £30. If you are an animal lover, that is the best news you've probably heard all day. If you're not, you have got time to fix this, everybody. So get the donations in, keep going. £1,500.
It's fine.
I was just waiting for that yapping more to grab him.
See, there's enemies called yapping maws in there that can pull you into the sand, and that is a huge detour. This is called the Forgotten Highway, this area, because... Nice. You really don't visit this place in any category.
Except for
Except for
100% meme collection. Map collection.
Oh yeah, that.
That's right, I said it.
Ignore what's going on in the background.
And again, Feral, I'm really, really sorry to interrupt you, but we have had another donation come in of £11.50. So we are now at £1,500, everybody! So message from Matt says, incredible to see the donation total reach so high this year. So annoyed that I can't be there for the last runs of the year. But after powering through 33 hours of running things I needed today to recharge before flying to Germany tomorrow, I wish the best of luck for the few remaining runs that have yet to happen, and I can't wait to see how much we can raise during the rest of the runs. I'll be glued to my screens watching every moment while I'm here. Kill the animals! Kill, kill, kill! I think now if my maths off the top of my head is correct, that still puts save in front by just under £20. So again, if you want to change the outcome and Ari doesn't bruise my legs by dropping a phone, you have time, everybody.
So Phil just took the backdoor entrance into Fantoon. Make of what I just said as you will, but it's true.
Entering through the back door.
So Plasma does a lot of damage, but to kill Fantoon quickly with it, he's going to have to fire at least one missile to hit Fantoon first. Then fire off a charged plasma shot. So it's like a quick 2-round, but
It's probably one of the easier 2 rounds.
yeah.
Which is why I'm going to mess it up right now.
Ah, of course you wouldn't get the rarest pattern known to man. There you go. Ooh.
I should have shot one more missile. He's 1 missile off.
Yeah.
So plasma ice was. He's not. Bugger! So it does 900 damage plasma ice with. Fantoon has 2,500 health. So 2 plasma shots does 1,800. So you need to do another 800. Come on, math. 700.
I'd just like to remind you that now you've got to go to Cray.
Oh yeah. I probably would have forgot that if you didn't say. Yeah, so usually you could spring ball over here. But I'm going to stop so I don't collect the missiles because I don't have spring ball.
Again, Feral, if it's okay, we've got lots of donations. We're on a roll, everybody. £15 has just come in, saying 1,500 party. I reckon you should save the animals this time. Also, oi Matt, that was my job. So that now puts save out a little further in the lead. So again, time is running out, everyone. Get your donations in if you want Feral to kill those lovely, lovely animals.
What's the total so far between them both?
For the incentive, Feral?
Yeah.
So we are currently sitting at £131.50 is for kill, £165 is for save.
Nice.
When was
Not
the last
nice.
time you saved?
How'd you do it again? Oops. Actually landed inside him.
Just like reminds you to jump here as well.
Oh. Yeah, it's actually slower to do that, but I just wanted to do it. I'm not used to it with this equipment. In old route any percent, you do a triple super entrance. It's really cool. Nearly. process it. But... Oh, I can do this, can't I?
Don't you dare get zombie crazy. There you go, that was so close to not getting it.
I almost collected Varia then.
So
you can actually soft block on Kraid by doing that, by using plasma.
and now he can make his way to Gold 4 and all of the statues will actually explode.
And usually in other categories you'd go up here to get to G4, but I'm going to go through Reverse Brinstar because obviously it's suitless underwater and that's slow. Oh no! So that's something I never explained that. That's called crouch jumping, where you crouch, you actually reach a higher distance.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
Yeah, there's a trick called reverse slinky that you can't do in this because you don't have spring ball, where you bounce all the way up in morph ball.
Not
Avoid the
stable.
pit there as well. There's the Etikun pit that catches people out sometimes, where you use speed and you just fall down it.
Yeah, but that takes you out of Shinespark. I don't think I've
It's
seen
actually
it.
really good game design. Like, this whole game is very well designed. Ooh. And now we wait.
And unlike Phil's PB, all of these are now going to explode in one go.
This is sometimes called the bomb practice, DBJ practice room. We also have Screw Attack 2, which is going to change the way I do the Metroid rooms.
Why does the little water look really weird in this room?
I think it's meant to be like a cave. Well, obviously it's a cave. That's just a bit of a...
I didn't mean to put this. Muscle memory hit me there. Oh yeah. Let's just do this.
Just remember, they're going to do a lot more damage because you've got no suits. You've got more than enough ammo anyway, so not even worry about even farming them.
There's a lot of item selecting there. I use item select rather than cancel, and you have to remember to cycle through grapple. Health should be fine. Oh yeah. I keep forgetting.
Quick message just for Behemoth. Shiny Zenai says, I knew Behemoth was secretly studying RBO.
So this is the Metroid skip that I'm going to attempt. I'll let it explain itself. There we go.
Ooh.
That was quite a good one. You want to try and do that with as few jumps as possible. I did one extra than what I normally do just to be safe, but because missing it can cost over 30 seconds easily.
Or 29 if you face him right.
Yeah. Facing right if you get grabbed saves frames.
You got a screw attack on.
Oh my god.
Am I gonna have to walk you the rest of the way through this?
Yeah, how do I do this?
Welcome to Let's Try and do RBO Dingus. Now, Feral, my disciple.
I'm actually gonna.
Reset the room.
I don't even think I have enough health to do this.
Just be safe.
I don't have a safety save at this point anyway because I didn't think there'd be a way to mess it up.
It's a
was
marathon,
wrong.
of course there's a way you can mess it up.
If I die here, we're all the way back in Low North. So I'll do the trick he's supposed to do
Take
with
it
screw
safe.
attack. That's fine. Oh well. Yeah. Spin jump. He's not spin jump.
Okay.
There we go. Yeah, that's the Zeb skip, which is really easy. My ammo is not even worth worrying about. There's one final trick coming up, it's called stand up.
I, off the top of my head, can't remember what your health needs to be.
Nope.
With no suits.
I have no, I think 7 E-tanks is fine, or 8 might be fine.
3 tanks of the 6. Maybe 2900. Up to your number.
No, remember, I'm an old man. My memory is not what it used to be.
So I'm gonna have to damage myself down here, which is risky.
Yeah. No.
There we go. That did a lot. Okay.
I can hear that.
Yeah.
Just get hit by it.
Yeah.
That should be fine. Yeah. Shouldn't need to do anything.
Oh, I found out where the sound was
There
coming
we go.
from.
Okay.
It's headphones.
Oh, is it in headphones? Oh, I could have worn headphones. What? Oh, did it not work? Yeah. So I'm actually staying in the air here. You can actually walk around, but you want to be in the air for specific points of this animation where the game checks and
Right there.
where it like tries to force you into a seating position. And if you're on the ground and you don't have X-ray, you can just get stuck.
Also like to remind you that your health's going to fill up really quick because you haven't got suits.
Yep.
So you might want to move to the right a little bit earlier than normal. There you go, you're fine.
So what we're doing here is damaging Mother Brain's third phase. There we go. So it shortens it considerably.
What's save kill at?
Still saving.
I like that. No clapping. Yeah, I like that.
Are we cutting it off? What's the colour?
Now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless someone donates 1,000.
Someone donate £1,000. But it's already. It's
We'll
past
ignore the
cut-off.
rules
it's
then.
past the cut off.
Yeah, we're saving the animals, so it's all for charity. I'm crouched down for some reason.
What's that trick called again? No idea?
No idea.
The spark?
What was the name of that guy that pioneered it? Oh yeah.
Pottery.
Me. Or was it forensics? Hi animals. Bye animals. Oh, you missed the door! You get not even a full clap, you get a partial clap.
Alright, time is when we enter the ship and Samus faces forward. In a few seconds now. Oh, nice. Good RNG. Time.
Do you want to know your time?
How far off estimate was I?
Do you want to know your time?
It's 140.
No?
280.
Anyone on the couch want to have a go? Bear in mind the couch can't actually see this, everyone at home.
I like
You
that.
are 131. 21.
That's not bad.
Yeah. Slightly off estimate, but that's fine.
So everyone, a big thank you to Feral and the full couch, who actually in reality aren't going anywhere. They're just going to swap seats in a minute. Because coming up next will be Dingus. I'm not going to give any more introduction because he really doesn't need one apart from that. So for those of you in chat, please stick around. If you've ever seen a run from Dingus, I guarantee it will be hilarious. We'll have a good laugh in the next 45 minutes.